Good morning. This is the Gemini tarot reading for Taurus season. You can check your sun, moon, or rising, or if you'd like, you can go ahead and watch all 12. I personally like to apply each one to the house that it is ruling in my natal chart. So if you want to check out where Gemini is ruling in your chart and apply this reading to that, you are more than welcome to do that. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So these cards have been jumping like crazy with all of these. We have Judgment for the month as a whole. So Taurus season as a whole, we're looking at Judgment. Second chance for something. But it's a second chance where you need to do something different, okay? This is a time where, I was like this one, because of how the devil and angel are kind of looking at him like, so what are you going to do with this chance, right? So really look out for things that might be popping back up and coming around again. Remember, the first week of Taurus season still has Mercury retrograde. So keep that in mind. Things from the past are still coming up. And because it's coming to the end of Mercury retrograde, you're probably going to see a lot of it. Heck, we even start off Taurus season with a Venus-Mercury retrograde conjunction. So there's still a lot of potential for the old past to come back up. Old situations, old friends, old relationships to start popping back up. But we're going to approach it in a different way this time around. And that is likely to color kind of pretty much the entirety of your Taurus season. So what is something unexpected for Gemini during Taurus season? Knight of Pentacles. You're going to have to slow down. I know Gemini is a little more, an air sign. Air signs are not particularly slow moving, not quite as bad as us fire signs are, but still moving things slow and easy is not your strongest point. And Taurus season is all about moving slow and being comfortable. So take your time. You may come up against quite a few roadblocks during this time, especially with Saturn squaring your sign. Pay attention to those. There's going to be some things where you're going to have to stop and think things through before you can move forward. Just be patient during this time. Let's see how to stay grounded during Taurus season. We have the Magician. Realize that you have everything that you need within your possession to do the things that you want to do with your life. You have the ability to manifest or create whatever kind of life it is that you are wanting. If you're a Taurus rising, this is actually your 12th house that's being highlighted by the sun. And the 12th house is about retreating and looking at your subconscious and your inner self. And this is a great time to sit back and slow down and think things through. Think what it is that you really want out of life and figure out how to do that during this time. So what is an important emotion for Gemini? We've got 7 of Wands. Make sure that you are you're staying guarded. And I have a feeling that this is something that might catch you a little bit off guard. Having this Judgment up here, it's like something comes back around that maybe you thought you wanted, but then when it does come back around, you get this like slow down moment because you've got your guard up here. So you think you want something and then it shows up and you're like, oh, I don't know if I still want this or not. Does it really match what it is that I really want? Is it going to help me move forward? Is it going to help me create the future that I want? Let's see, something that will, goodness gracious, something that will inspire. Look at that. 9 of Wands. I get the feeling here that you may have a hard time putting those boundaries up. And Gemini it's an air sign. Air signs are friendly. They're talkative. Air signs in general aren't real great at keeping people at a distance just because you like people. You like to communicate. You like to have fun. You like to be out and about. You like to joke, right? And I think something in this putting up this guard is very inspiring to you. It's like you want to pat yourself on the back that you were finally able to do something that you weren't able to do in the past. So this old thing comes back around, you throw that guard up, those people, situations, or whatever keep trying, and you're just like, no, I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. It's going to keep me, held back or whatever. And it's going to feel very good to you to know that you've finally developed these boundaries and you finally learn how to stand your ground. Let's see. How are spirit guides speaking to Gemini during this time? Let's see here. We don't want that many cards here. Okay, how are the spirit guides speaking? Oh my goodness. Like, that's a lot of cards there, so I only want one card. There we go. Got the star. You're going to be able to see hope in this. So this inspiration, this being able to finally stand up for yourself and lay down those boundaries and say, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. Being able to slow down and think things through a little better. Not only is it inspiring to you, but it gives you hope, right? And your spirit guides are saying, really pay attention to that. Pay attention to how good that's making you feel about yourself and about your future. And how to best support yourself during this time. How to best support yourself. I actually got two here, and I'm going to grab both of them. We have Page of Pentacles and Four of Swords. Four of Swords? Yeah, Four of Swords. This is a great time to slow down, and this goes very well here with the Magician. Time to sit back, slow down, think things through, learn what you need to learn. There's a lesson, not necessarily a lesson, but maybe there's something that you need to study before you can move forward with your plans. But take the time to realize that you finally have a little bit of a clear mind. That's not Geminis aren't real good at clear minds. My kid has a Gemini moon and her mind's a mile a minute. So really take the time to appreciate that your mind is more clear. You've been able to put up the boundaries and keep away the things that are keeping you distracted. And now you can go learn what you need to learn in order to create the future that you're wanting to create here. So let's grab a couple of clarifiers for this Judgment card. And let's see here. I always love this Judgment card. Ooh. Okay, we have the Emperor. So Judgment can always be seen as a karmic punishment or reward as well. And I'm already got the Emperor out of here. So this feels very much like a reward. Like, hey, you learned how to stand your ground. And the Emperor's a pretty chill dude, but he's also ready to fight at the drop of a hat if he needs to defend something as well. Let's see here. And we've got Five of Wands. So there's some kind of conflict here. Something that's not quite going the way that you want it to go. And you standing your ground and defending yourself is bringing in like these beautiful rewards that you get from, it's Judgment Day, right? Whatever you want to say that is. And we have Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so standing your ground in these conflicts, instead of joking, because we know you like to joke, instead of playing jokester, you're standing your ground. You're saying what you need. You're saying what you're willing to accept. And that is bringing in like this beautiful, new, stable beginning for you. And it's bringing in clarity for what you are wanting for the future and what you need for the future. Let me grab a couple of Oracle cards as well. All right. What is influencing this Taurus season for Gemini? What is influencing it? We have acceptance and resilience. And this is so in line with this whole, accepting that things are not right for you. Accept that there's this understanding that you can't just keep letting things in your space that aren't for you, no matter how much you want it there. And having this resilience to be able to keep going, even though it might be hurtful, it might be painful. You've got the ability to keep going. You have the ability to put your boundaries up against those that don't belong in your space anymore. And what is your advice for Taurus season? What's your advice for Taurus season? Self-love. That is so perfect for the rest of this reading. It matches it so well. When you love yourself, you won't accept anything less than what you deserve. When you have self-love, your boundaries are very strong. You're not going to let somebody step over them and trample over them and make you second guess how much you're worth. So really make sure that you are listening to your inner self during this time, paying attention to what is right for you, and be proud of yourself when you stand up for yourself. Be proud, pat yourself on the back when you learn how to lay down those boundaries and hold them there. I hope this is helpful, and I will link these decks in the description if you're interested.